National aviation policy, we absolutely need one. I think every airport, every airline would say we need one. We haven't had one for a while, and we should have one, and there should be lots of inputs into that conversation. I think that should touch on connectivity into Ireland, connectivity into the regions. What do we want it to look at? I think it should cover resilience. And that's something that wouldn't have been there in the past. But learning from COVID, learning from the economic situation, it needs to cover resilience, that no airport has the issues that we had. And we've said mea culpa, and we've worked to improve that. We have improved that, but we'll never take anything for granted. We'll never be complacent when it comes to the operating standards at our airports going forward. It absolutely needs to cover sustainability in a way that it wouldn't have covered in the past. So I'm just calling out the key things that need to be in that. It needs to allow us to attract airlines that they want to come and fly here, and it needs to cover infrastructure. It's Dublin versus the big hubs, as I've said, and I know this from the airline point of view. Airlines don't look at it and say, I'll just move that Dublin-Hania route, that Dublin-Malaga route to Cork or Shannon instead, and people will do it. Airline economics work on the basis of, will I fill that plane? Will I get the fare that I want? And they will look at that from moving a route between Cork and Shannon, between Kerry and Knock. That's the way it works in the region. So there's loads of competition. We welcome competition. I think it's competition amongst the regional airports, and then it's Dublin competing with the hubs. Look, as Vincent said, you have two people from Limerick and one person from Cork here, so we get it. A lot of people would say, is there imbalance on everything, and is there a Dublin bias? It's a reality when it comes to airports. As Vincent said, it's a hotel. The airlines are the ones who decide where they want to fly from. And do they want to come and use Dublin Airport, Cork Airport, or any airport around the country? So I think that question is one for them. Our job is to remain highly competitive on price, give a good service to the airline customers who come through, and give a good service to the passengers who use the airport. And a liberalised, openly competitive market is the right thing that we need. So I don't think there's an imbalance. I think we want to keep it an open market. The regions will compete with them. The regions will compete with themselves. Dublin Airport is a different thing, and it absolutely is competing with other airports like Schiphol that you mentioned. Rotterdam is different. It's more like Cork, and would love to be in a healthy competition. I think Dublin will do plenty of things in the years ahead better than Schiphol Airport does. I would love the connectivity that Schiphol has to downtown Amsterdam. Because you can land, you might have a long walk to get through immigration, but you then just jump on public transport down to downtown Amsterdam, and that's something that we don't have. So those things in the wider system, we absolutely need to look at. Dublin Airport aggressive marketing, I didn't hear any, or I didn't see any. Generally, airports don't need to do too much marketing.